Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I do hope that you'll stay until the end of this video because in this particular video, we're going to work on a condominium studio unit here in the Philippines that I have been commissioned for. All right, so if you haven't noticed, we're taking a step back, going back to sketching. Why? My laptop broke. Oh man, this is one of those reasons why I just don't believe in time management because actually, I was right on schedule. The last thing that I was going to work on was hopefully the working drawings and including all the dimensions and everything. But turned on my laptop, screen wasn't working. Had to bring it to the support center, whatever. Told me that they're going to have to order the parts. It's been a few weeks. Still no updates. And I feel guilty because, of course, I made a commitment to my client that, I was going to finish such and such by such and such time. And here we are, still not finished. But I am so fortunate that my client is quite kind and quite understanding. I explained to them the situation. They were okay with it. But, of course, they want to move in. So, I have to do what I can do right now. Fortunately, they did request for some changes to the design. So we're gonna have to take a step back. It's been a couple of weeks. I still don't have my laptop. I can't, I can't just let it, can't just let it hang in there in limbo because time moves forward. So I proposed to my client that I'll just make some sketches in the meantime. And we're gonna see if we can come up with the ideas that they would like to work with, new ideas that they'd like to work on. Unfortunately, also, I had some plans to talk to some contractors regarding the project, but yeah, without working drawings, contractors don't really have much to work with. So we're gonna go back to sketches for now. So the changes that the client asked for was actually regarding this cabinet right here. So we did do a site visit recently. I encoded everything into my laptop that's broken. And one of the parties of the client felt that this is a bit too claustrophobic for their liking. So they requested that I change it up a bit. So it's not a big deal. What's important is that we fix everything before we start construction. So yeah, this cabinet we're going to remove and replace with a partition, and we're gonna have to put it somewhere else, which is kind of a problem because we can't really fit it anywhere else at the moment. So we have space on this side of the unit, and we also have space on this side of the unit. So I'm gonna give them two proposals, and we're gonna see which one they prefer most. Okay. All right, so let us begin. As for the kitchen, they were fine with that, but so we don't have to worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and just start scribbling here, shall we? Okay, my first proposal to them, since this is going to be a partition, you're going to have to make the bed over here, right? The bed is still here. We can't really move it around that much because if we move it here, we block off that area, and if we move it anywhere else, there's nowhere else to put it. So this is kind of like a standard setup of a studio unit here in the Philippines. We just have a partition, and then we have a bunch of cabinets on the side. We can't put anything on this side because there's a window. Then here we have our column. Here we have our opening for our air conditioner, and so this leads to the kitchen, and this is our toilet and bath, the comfort room. Okay, so this is what we have to work with right here. This here, can't put it here, can't put it here because of the window opening for the air conditioning. We have a column, bam. We have a partition here. First thing we can do is we can put the TV over here, right? And then we can put the couch, sofa couch here. Okay, and then we're gonna have a bunch of other cabinets here. Maybe until this partition area, and then this will just be like drawers and stuff, because they asked to remove the desk also. So yeah, something like that. That would mean that this TV would have to be on the edge of the corner of this wall. So let's go ahead and darken that so you guys can see it better. Excuse me. Wall. Just quick sketches, guys. Quick sketches. Window somewhere here, all the way up to here. We have our column. We have our opening for the air conditioner, so we're not going to touch that. Then we go all the way here, right? That's our setup. Let's use 0.2 for the window and the opening. Right. And we'll have a partition here. Bam, partition. The bed will be right here. Now, after reviewing the measurements, unfortunately, we can't really, I discussed with the client as well regarding the space here. So they're gonna have to lay side by side, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, they're gonna have to lay side by side in this position, unfortunately, which they were kind of worried about, because the person on this side, let's say it's the middle of the night and they have to use the toilet, they're going to have to crawl over the other person and then go to the toilet. So they kind of asked for some space here in the front, and we can do that, but it's not going to be a lot of space. It's just going to be enough space to move through. And so we're going to put it on this side. We can't really put it over here in the window, because they also want to watch TV here. So if their heads are on this side, then they can't really see the TV now, can they? So we have a TV here, and you know, like a good amount of space to at least be able to walk through is about 0.3 meters, okay? So that means we have an extra point, because I made the width of this, the depth of this cabinet to be somewhere around 0.65. That way it accounts for the thickness of the wood as well. So 0.65. We've already moved. We've already removed 350 here, or yeah, 0.35, let's say. So we have an extra 0.2 because the thickness of the partition will be around 0.1. So 0.2. So we have an additional 0.2 here. So let's say, let us say that this bed is going to be around 1.8, let's say 1.8 meters. Then here we have 0.35 meters. The thickness of this wall is 0.10 meters. And then this roughly, the rough estimate of this is around 3.7 meters. So 1.8, 1.9, 2.25. So 3.7 minus 2.25. Ah, man, math. 3.7 minus 2.25. It's around 1.5 or something. 1.45, I believe. So it's not that much space, but we have to work with what we got, unfortunately. Yeah. Hopefully that's gonna be enough for them. I don't really remember that exact measurement though, because it's all in my laptop that broke. But yeah, I think that's about correct. So 0.45 minus 3.2, 1.25, 3.25 minus 1.8. Yeah, so it's 1.45. 1.45 meters. So that's not a lot of space. Didn't really move that much, but I don't really recall what happened on my I just really wish I had my laptop. Darn it. Okay, so anyway, we have that going on. Excuse me. Perhaps we can reduce this. It's gonna be a tight fit, but if they're okay with it, maybe we can make this 0.25 meters. That way this can at least be 0.55. It's a really tight fit, but yeah. With that, now we have some overhead cabinets here, and the TV will have to be on the edge of this. That way it can be a bit more centered, and that means we'll have a bit more cabinet space here. But the cabinet space here takes up around 0.3 meters. So that leaves us with 1.25. And the depth, the width of this bed is roughly around 1.6 meters. But since we're removing a lot of things here, we can make it, or we're removing a lot of things here, we can make it about 1.8, I suppose. Okay, 1.8. So we're gonna extend this bed over. But if the bed is 1.8 by 1.8, they can actually lay down this way as well. Yeah, I really I don't remember, it's been a couple of weeks. I just remember like the core design of it. But 1.8 by 1.8, there's not much going on here, because this is around 2.9, right? Minus 1.8 is, so that leaves 1.1. This is about 0.6. So we got like very little space going on over here. And then we got this partition. Let's see. Then we're gonna have this here just be all cabinets. Yeah, that's just how it's gonna be right now. We don't have any other options. Right here we can only have cabinets that are, or we can only have drawers because we have the air conditioner. And yeah, so this is the first option. So this still extends out to become a bed. It's just not a lot of space to work with, because now this, with the 0.3 out of the way, this becomes like 1.25 up to this partition, you know, 1.25. So since we extended it to 1.8, it's still enough space for 2 people to lay this way. It's just a bit tight compared to the master bed. So lots of stressful things going on here. With that said, so 1.8 minus 2.9 is 1.1. I want to at least maintain a 0.7 around here. 0.70 meters, right? 1.1 minus 0.70 is 0.4. This here is more than 0.4, the depth of this one. So I don't quite recall what it is, but we want to maintain a 0.7 at least through here. So this all right here is only 0.4. This is the only thing that extrudes. But with this kind of setup, we can like build cabinets, because 0.4 is not deep enough for clothing. So we're gonna have to take like we're gonna have to make a depth here like 0.6. Yeah, 0.65, 0.65, and these will have to pull out so that they can get their clothes, right? So that's how that's gonna work out. So it's only gonna be 2 of them. When they pull out, it's gonna, so for example, we have the this is looking from the kitchen, right? Or this is looking from the bedroom, let's say. So it would be on this side, right? And some kids screaming outside in the pool. They're having fun. So from this side, and then we have the partition on this side, right? Partition, and this is where the bed is, and this is the wall termination. So here, this is the column right here. We'll have, and then here is only up to here because of the air conditioner here. So it's like that, something like that, right? Because the air conditioner is right there. We're gonna have two cabinets that pull out. And when you pull it out, what happens is it looks like this. So this is the cabinet. Pull it out, and right inside we have cabinet space for clothes, right? So I hope this makes sense to you guys, because this is the best I can explain it right now. Right? We'll need two of those, because there's going to be a lot of clothes, of course, and since this is only a depth of 0.4, and if you have to take away the wood, the thickness of the wood with that, it only leaves about 3.5 or 0.35 meters of space, so there has to be more space for it. So we'll need two of those, and if that's 0.65 plus 0.65, that's 1.3, and the total width of this is 3.7, so that means we have enough space for a lot of things here. If they'd like, we can even add a third one just to be sure, and the rest of it here can just be cabinet space. So this is I haven't proposed this yet to them, but this is one idea that I've been playing with in my mind for the past couple of days, and I feel like it's less claustrophobic, if the concern is pretty much about that, claustrophobic. Here also we'll still have the TV right here. So we'll have a TV here and a TV on the other side, right? And the pattern for this is going to kind of be like a bunch of slatted slats. Okay, this is based on their requests, but I have to come up with some newer ideas to match the design of things. Right here, these are all drawers because there's no space. It's just gonna have to be drawers, just like that. Okay, this is the bed, so they can fit this way, so there's no problem if they want to extend this. There's this space right here is just going to be really tight, but at least, you know, they can work with that if they'd like. So let's go ahead and let's clean it up just a bit so they have an idea of what to expect. Yeah, so let's start here. And then we're just going to go in this way. Bam. And then we're going to cut it here because this is where the partition is. Just like that. Then we'll go here. We have a column here. Bam. Just like that. Okay. And raise that up just ever so slightly for the bed. So this is from the side of the bed, if you haven't, if you haven't guessed yet. Oh, sorry. Pillow shouldn't be on this side. Don't worry guys, rough drawings, just doing rough drawings. Pillow should be right on this side, sorry. Just doing some rough drawing, guys. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I was right the first time, sorry. I'm so sorry. I also have a lack of sleep, guys, so bear with me. So the first one is correct. Just like that. Bam, bam, bam. Then we have the blanket. Bam. So this is, let's go ahead and sweep this right here into my hand. Put it right here on the side for a moment. Okay. I just want to sleep. Okay. And then this will have our cabinets on this end, but on this end there's gonna be it's only gonna be up to here because of the air conditioner here, somewhere around here. I forgot the height of the air conditioner, but, and this one all cabinets, and this is drawers, right? Drawers, cabinets, bam. Then we'll have a TV here. Okay, so now this is what it will look like from the bedroom. Excuse me. I'm still not sure about the slatted wall because it's too much noise to the eyes. Yes, your eyes can hear also, except what they hear is not sound, it's pain. Anyway, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and just scribble this up. I wish I could make it a bit straighter. Huh? Yeah, that's straight enough. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Column all the way up. Something like that. And here, let's have this one. Oops. Protrude upward, right? Air conditioner right here, and something. Yeah, just like that. And we'll have these pull-out cabinets there, partition on the wall, something like that. This is our TV for them in here. And we have the nice and comfy bed. Yeah. Okay. Just like that. So this is just a really rough drawing of what it's gonna look like in here. Super duper rough. Bam. Okay. So this one still don't have a pattern for it, but yeah, something like that. Then for the living area, let's just make something really quick here. So this is going to be really tight space right on this side because of the cabinets and stuff. It's just going to go inward, and we have the bed, and we have the column somewhere around here, right? So at least this gives them more space. couch is here, sofa, bed, whatever. Something, we have the partition here. Here we're gonna have like a Scandinavian light thing going on because that's their request. Right, something like that. I believe they look like this. Yeah, something like that. Column. Yeah, just like that. Then here, this is where like the CR is at the moment, so the TV is gonna be here somewhere. But at least we have this here, so we're gonna have, it looks a bit more spacious, which is kind of what we're trying to aim for here. Okay, so that's gonna be our first scheme. Our second scheme is not gonna deviate too much from the original. So let's go ahead and go here. Our second scheme is just gonna kind of stick with what we already had drawn, what we already had planned. So let's go ahead and go back here. We have the column. So imagine everything as it was. The only difference is this. This is where gonna be where the cabinets are, somewhere here in the center. We have the air conditioner, TV is still here, sofa bed still here, bed still here. So this is a bit tighter on this side, but it's more spacious on here, which is kind of something they're gonna have to compromise with, however they wish to do it. But so if you look at it, in this situation, the TV is still here. Okay. Oh, by the way, in the original, or in this setup, these are overhead cabinets as well. Dining table is still in this area. Just a quick note. But here, dining area is also still in this area. We have the two pull-out cabinets here, making it more, the air conditioner here more squished. Okay. And then we'll have overhead cabinets and everything. But this way, there'll be more space for the sofa bed. It's just here that's going to be really cramped because we have the kitchen still here and everything. Okay. Still can go this way. Okay. So in this scenario, everything is still the same. It's just this wall that's changed, really. And this is no longer a cabinet, so we have more space for the bed. We have more space for the sofa, the side. So in this instance, the wall, this wall right here, so we're gonna draw it facing this way. So imagine you're standing here. So the bed would be on this side, and the dining area would be on this side. Oops, sorry. So we're just doing scribbles, guys, no biggie. This is our column, this is our air conditioner. So we'll have drawers here, then we'll have the pull-out cabinets, and then we'll have overhead cabinets over here, and then we'll have the TV, then we'll have the dining area, right? So we can divide this into 4, and then we can divide this into 4 as well. Yeah, we'll have the baseboard on the bottom. And these aren't going to be able to be deep enough, so I'm going to have to suggest that they have to be pull out cabinets, because there's just no way that it's going to work. We're only going to be able to get a depth of 400, and like I said, for clothing it's best to have at least a depth of 500 millimeters, but it's better to have at least a depth of 600. And you also have to consider the thickness of the material you're using, which is about roughly 3/4 of an inch. That's roughly 20 millimeters. So that makes it, at least you need about 0.64 meters. But this is the kind of setup that I'm proposing that they work with, if they're okay with that, and hopefully they will be. And then everything else will be roughly still the same thing, you know. Over here we still have the kitchen. The kitchen still remains the same. We have the refrigerator partition, we have the window up here with the blind, or the curtain, and then we have our sink, and we have our 2 shelves going through here, and we have an overhead cabinet right here. Right? Everything is still pretty much the same. So this will be the setup. Excuse me. Ah, man. It's also an okay setup, but in the end of the day, the client is going to decide what they're going to go with. All right, so I'm actually going to end this video here. This is just a slight update to what's going on with the project. I've never really believed in time management. People that blame others for not managing their time properly, I think those are the kind of people that just are they're spoiled. Like they have the luxury of time, whereas people like myself and many others, we don't have that same luxury. Things happen, you know, shit happens. In this case, it was very sudden that my laptop just, my laptop LCD screen just broke out of nowhere, isn't it? Turned it on one day, bam, it's gone. Had to take it to the support center, repair center. It's been with them for more than 3 weeks already, you know, and I can't really blame them either. They're all just doing their job as well, and I'm pretty sure they've been in similar situations in their lives. So yeah, I don't really, I myself, I don't get upset with people when, you know, because like when I'm supervising projects, I don't get upset with people if like things happen, like, you know, but just you know, if it's justifiable, you know, don't stress out over it. Just do your best to make up for the time that's lost. Try to set your priorities straight. That's all it is. Life happens. But anyways, this is just a minor update to what we're going to try to do for our client. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys always take care. I hope we can always better ourselves. And till next time, bye-bye.